Hello, welcome to my channel. Thank you for joining me. I am doing my first ever Project Pan. This is Project Pan for 2018. And if you don't know what Project Pan is, it just is a way to choose items in your makeup collection and use them up. I have really enjoyed makeup, and it's just been the past 3 years that I've really discovered that I have a lot of fun with makeup, and I have quite a collection now. Birthdays and holidays and a little me time every now and then, I've collected quite a few things, and so I'd like to go through and focus on some of my favorite things, or some of the things that I know are getting a little bit older, or just give me a chance to give myself an excuse to wear the same thing over and over again, because I have, like I said, quite a collection, and so I literally can't plan what I'm going to wear because I don't stick to it. I say, oh, it would be great to wear this palette tomorrow, or whenever it is, or for this event, and then I get in the moment and I look and I'm like, ooh, actually I feel more like this palette instead, and so I'll put on a different palette. But I don't do well with planning ahead for myself as far as my makeup goes, and so this is a great excuse to be able to choose something and come back to it continuously and really feel like I'm making progress on it, in the sense that I'm getting my money's worth, because I bought these things, or I was given these things, and they're things that I love and I enjoy, and I want to feel like I got good use out of them because I love them and I enjoy them and I want to use them. I'm probably going to be fairly repetitive with that, so I am sorry in advance. I am filming this on the same day as I filmed my 5 a.m. Felices. I changed up my lip color because that way when I'm editing I'm not confused as to which video I'm supposed to be grabbing. So just a little heads up. Yes, if the hair and the outfit look the same but the lips are a little different, that's what happened. I'm just trying to keep track and keep everything straight. It's my first attempt at doing more than one video in a week, so here we go. With any luck, this video will be up on Friday, and my 5 a.m. Felices will already have been up on Wednesday. I'll link my 5 a.m. Felices in the description box below if you'd like to see that. Okay, let's get into it. Here are the items that I'm going to be using in my Project Pan this year. And like I said, I've never done this before, so I don't know how realistic this is, or if I'm kind of overreaching, or I should choose more. I don't know. I just want to give it a shot. So let's go ahead and get started. I just have them all in a basket here. I guess I could show you. I posted some pictures on my Instagram channel. I'm at flutterby.nessa on Instagram if you want to follow me there. And let's just jump into it. Okay, so I'm going to start with, this is really reflective, so I hope you can see it. This is the IT Cosmetics. It's called the Confidence in a Compact Skin Transforming Full Coverage Solid Super Serum. SPF 50, UVA, UVB, Broad Spectrum Physical Sunscreen, Anti-Aging Armor, Regenerative Concentrate. Holy cow. And my shade is fair. I'm quite pale, so a lot of the times my shade is either fair or light. And I find that consistently I can get that to match me, whether I have to sheer it out or use a little extra bronzer, depending. But that's usually the shade I'm. I'll let you know what it is, though. So I like this. I haven't used it much. I got it and it was fine when I first tried it. It is quite full coverage, and it feels very slippy when you put it on. But it's nice. I just have a lot of foundations, and so after I tried this one, it kind of got set aside and I was using other things. But I wore this again the other day, and sorry, I don't mean to blind you. I wore this again the other day, and each time I caught a glimpse of myself, I thought, oh, my skin looks healthy. And so I like that. I like when my skin looks healthy. So I'm going to stick with that, and I'd like to use it up, especially because something solid and creamy like that tends to go bad before other things. So I want to use that up. Another thing that I'd like to use, a foundation, is the CK1 Calvin Klein 3-in-1 Face Makeup with SPF 8 sunscreen. 8, random number, I don't know why they threw that in there. But it is, in this one I'm in the shade Ivory. It says that it expired a while ago, but I've been using it and it's lovely. And from the time that I first got it, it's been great. This was the first high-end foundation that I bought when I started really enjoying makeup. It was a gimmick that got me because they were giving away you could gift with purchase thing. So I wasn't sure if I was impressed by it or if it wasn't doing anything, because it seemed to always melt right into my skin. And now I really enjoy that, and it melts right in, and it matches me really well, and it covers imperfections. I still need to use a concealer, which I don't mind. I like my skin to look like skin. I don't very often use a very full coverage foundation because I just feel like on me it looks cakey. I haven't found a way to make it not look cakey. So I like a medium, sometimes medium full, and sometimes only concealer type of a foundation look. And this one works really well. So I want to be able to use it up and get it out of my collection. So I do have one more foundation, at least, that I'd like to use, and it's another from IT Cosmetics. This one is called the IT 02 Ultra Repair Liquid Oxygen Foundation. And I'm also in the shade Fair. I like this one. This one is, well, I guess for Project Pan I should be showing you. With the CK one, I can't tell. It has a little window, but I can't tell how much has been used. So I'm just gonna use it until it's gone. That's the goal. With the serum foundation, I don't know if you could see, it's got a divot in it. Not huge, but I can totally get through it, so. Alright, sorry. Like I said, first time. Bear with me, please. So with this foundation, it has one of the airtight pumps. So when you pump it, it actually is pushing from underneath. And so the pump has come up to here. So I don't have this much left. I only have this much left, if that makes sense. So I need to find a way to mark it, and I can totally get through this one. I really like it, though. It's another one that it just is easy to work with. It still makes my skin look like skin, but it evens out my skin tone, and I feel healthy. Like I look healthy, and like I am not from among the dead when I wear it. So I like that. Okay, this one, I don't know if this counts. There's only one shade in it. This is my Sonia Kashuk Hidden Agenda Concealer Palette. And I have it in the color, it says 07 Light Clair. Well, that's just another language for light. Anyway, light. So I have hit pan, and this fell apart, which made me sad because I like the powder. I have a pretty sizable dent in the yellow shade. This concealer is more my tone, and this one is a little bit dark, but in the summer I can use it more, and it's actually good for the bluish underneath my eyes, the bluish tone underneath my eyes sometimes. So I just want to finish using it up because I've been loving on it for a while, and I would like to be able to move it along. Again, it's a cream product, so it's not going to last forever, and I want to get all the use out of it that I can. Moving on, another concealer that I have is from CoverGirl. This was kind of my OG concealer. This was when, oh man, in college? I was probably in college. That's been a while. Do I want to tell you how old I am? Let's be honest. Sure. I'm 37. So college happened a while ago for me. But this is the foundation that my little sister had recommended to me at the time. And I thought it did what I needed it to. I just put it under the inside corners of my eyes and the outside corners of my eyes, get rid of any redness or discoloration, and it helps me look more awake, and I liked that. I don't know what the color is because it only has a little sticker to tell you, and that fell off pretty much immediately. I'm guessing it's, ivory or alabaster or something. I don't know. This one's really, really light. And I don't know how much is left, probably still a fair amount, but I think I can get through if I really focus on it. I don't know if you can see that. It's a really light color, so it's kind of a highlight shade. I don't know that it's really ideal for under the eyes, but I'd like to get through that. Another concealer I'd like to get rid of is the LA Girl Pro Concealer, High Definition Concealer. And this one is in Classic Ivory. It has a little bit more, on me, it has a little bit more of an orangish tone. Oh yeah. Way orangish, which works better for under the eyes. I don't know if you can tell, that's right there. And that's great because it counteracts the blue. And I can get through that. I can see through it here. I don't know how to mark where it is. I should probably let these sit and figure that out. But like I said, I'm new. So cut me some slack. Yeah? Okay, I have two Maybelline Fit Me concealers. These ones you can see. This one is in fair, this one's fair, and this one's in light. And the fair has a little bit more left. It's about here, and the light is more down here. I can totally finish these in the next, several weeks. Yeah, probably by the end of February. I don't know. Like I said, I don't really know how to gauge this because I've never tried to just finish something up, so I don't know how rapidly I go through things. And I haven't ever had a goal to finish something before, so it's never been something to pay attention to. So we've got fair and light. The fair has quite a cool undertone, quite a pink undertone, and the light has a much more yellow undertone. Neither of them is perfect for me. I'm more of a neutral undertone. I thought I was warm. I don't know why. For a long time I thought I had a really warm undertone. Turns out I don't. It's more neutral warmish, but not warm. So anyway, the things you learn, right? Okay, moving on, I have one last concealer. And this one, hooray, super easy to tell. This is it's another one from Maybelline. It's the Instant Age Rewind, and it's great. This one is in the color Light, and it's down to here. And this one's great for under the eyes. This one has great coverage. It doesn't look super creasy. I have fine lines and wrinkles at 37. That's the thing that happened for me anyway. The Age Rewind is great for covering things up. I have just a sample size of the Milk Makeup Blur stick, and it really is just a teensy tiny bit. But I figure I've got it, may as well use it. There you go. That's all. But you just wipe that on and it diminishes the appearance of pores, and that'd be nice. So let's try that. I'm gonna move on to a face palette. This is from Too Faced, and it's called The Secret to No Makeup Makeup. Oh, can you see that? There, it's cute packaging. I like this. It's more of the old school packaging. It's quite, compared to what they do a lot now, it's quite understated. It's cute, it's beautiful, it's girly, but it's not in your face cutesy. And some of those I don't mind, and sometimes I'm in the mood for that, but I'll be honest, it wasn't the thing that got me to buy from Too Faced. It actually was one of the reasons I didn't for a long time. Not because I had anything against it, it just didn't interest me. So this one has a few things in it. It has a bronzing veil, a cream blush, a powder blush, a concealer, luminizer, and brightener. Now, the concealer, luminizer, and brightener, conceal, luminize, brighten, don't really interest me. They're not really, I don't like the consistency a whole lot, but the blush is great. Even the cream blush and the powder blush, I like both of those a lot. And the bronzing veil is beautiful. It's a very subtle sheen. It doesn't have glitter, it doesn't have sparkle, anything like that. It's just lovely, and I would like to use that up, especially because I think this is discontinued, which probably means that it's old, that it was sitting on the shelf for a long time before I even bought it. So let's use that beauty up. All right, let's go ahead and do palettes. I love eyeshadow palettes. That's my weakness. I have more than any one person could ever get through, let alone in 1 year. But I have a few that are the first high-end palettes that I bought, and I'd like to get more use out of them because they're beautiful and I just get distracted by the next new shiny thing. And so I'd like to focus on these and get some good use out of them. And the plus side of the ones that I've chosen is that they're very neutral colors, and so I can throw in pops of color and I can still play with my other palettes that have lots of fun things in them. So this one is Meat Matte Nude by The Balm. It's the original Meat Matte palette, and I really like the colors in here. You have, oh, there we go. You have, let's see, Matt Johnson, Matt Garcia, Matt Malloy, Matt Rosen, Matt Wood, Matt Singh, Matt Abdul, Matt Lombardi, and Matt Hung. And I love every single one of these colors. And it's a nice wide variety, and for me it does what I need. And I need an excuse to be able to focus on it, so that's why I'm putting that in here. I don't need to hit pan in every single one, but I'd like to get a pretty good dent in each one. Really the only one that has a dent is the Matt Malloy, and I gouged my finger in Matt Hung. So I don't know which one is going to be the most used, but I like them all, so I'm not worried about that. My other eyeshadow palette is also from the Balm. This is the nude eyeshadow palette called Nude Tude, and this is the naughty version. I guess they had a nice version and a naughty version. Here it is. It's got the little girls with the shadow covering anything that might be risque. But I really like all of these colors. When I first got it, I was very afraid of this half of the palette. I didn't even use sultry. I basically stuck to stubborn, standoffish, snobby, and sassy. But now I really like them all. I love to do a soft liner with serious, sexy, sleek, or silly. But I like every single one of those colors, and I especially Selfish. Ooh, that one is... That's one of my weaknesses in palettes. I don't know if it'll show up great. I love that sort of purpley taupish. That's my jam. I love that. But yeah, I think that I'll get good use out of it. I have a pretty good dent in Selfish and in Stubborn and Standoffish and Snub, well, the four that I mentioned. So I want to focus more on the dark tones, which is great because now I understand better how to use them. And I am excited to do that. I hope I didn't flash you with the mirror just then. Moving right along. Oh, I do have one more makeup palette. And again, it's a neutral. It's the Urban Decay and Naked 2 Basics. And this one is great. I was afraid of dark shades when I was first starting, and the Naked 2 Basics is great because you just have a dark gray. There's no black, which I was like, I don't need another black eyeshadow. I have black eyeshadows in my Lorac Pro 2 palette, in my Nude Tude palette, and it seems like a lot of the eyeshadow palettes that come out with a black in there because it's a staple, and I just didn't know how to use it. So I was really happy that Undone was a dark gray and not a black. But I have a pretty good dip in Frisk and Skimp, and I just like to do more damage to the rest of them. So here's a highlight and contour palette from NYX. It's the, what is this? Yeah, Highlight and Contour Pro palette. And I switched out the darkest color, I think it was, and I put in my own color because now you can get singles. I got this when it first came out, but now you can get singles to switch out. And so I switched out the darkest color for this one called Nude Tude. It's a popular name for things. It's just it's almost a blush color for me, but also can pass as a bronzer. And so I really like that. I've gotten a lot of use out of, I hit pan on the cream shade up here, and I like the yellow shade just fine. This highlight is gorgeous. It's a very natural looking highlight. This one is an in-your-face glow to the heavens kind of a highlight. I like them both for different purposes, of course. Can you see? Maybe you can, maybe you can't. That's the super bright one, the icy one, and that's kind of the champagne one. Let's see. They're just really pretty. This one gives you more of a natural glow, and this one gives you, like I said, that in-your-face glow, and I really enjoy those. I also like to use these shades down here this one's great for contour, and these ones are great on the eyes and in the crease. So I just want to use that more. I want to be done with the cream shade. I'm going to use the highlight shade more, and I want to make a dent in the other ones. Moving right along, this video is going to be so long. If you're still with me, kudos to you. Thanks for joining me. Moving on, I have the Rimmel Creamy Natural number 11, I guess, Stay Matte long-lasting pressed powder. It's great because it mattifies. I've got pan on it already, so I just want to finish this one up. This one I do want to actually finish this year. I want to pan the product, as they say, and I think I can. I really like it. I use it at the end of my makeup routine. I am combination oily, so it's great to put across my forehead, down my T-zone, around my nose, all that good stuff. Another powder that I'd like to use, I don't know if I love to use this one. This is a Physicians Formula Mineral Wear Talc-Free Mineral Airbrushing Pressed Powder SPF 30. I like the SPF in it. This color is translucent, and it is. It's got the little wave design. But the powder itself is nice. It gives you a little bit of a glow. You probably won't be able to see right here. I can't even see it. You can't see it. But it does perfect the skin a little bit, and it gives just a slight sheen. So I think the bouncing of the light off the skin makes it look less porous and less liney, I guess. But we'll have to see how well I like it, because I haven't used it a lot. I just want to use it at all because it's been sitting there untouched for a long time. So it really has, I think it has swatch marks is what those are. You probably can't tell at all. Swatch marks. Lovely. Anyway, we're going to work on that one. This one is another one that I got it and kind of forgot it. That's a video I want to do. Being a makeup junkie now, yes, I am definitely a makeup junkie. It's official. It's been official, let's be honest. It's been official for a while. But being a makeup junkie, I have a lot of things that I get, and in the excitement of the moment, it's fun and it's new, and especially nowadays, the makeup industry comes out with so many things so fast that you don't get a chance to really enjoy the palette that you just got before they come out with something new and shiny. And for those of you who maybe aren't makeup crazy, that probably sounds like a ridiculous problem to have, and like, well, just don't buy it. But it's just not that easy. If you love the makeup, and the formula makes a difference, and the finish makes a difference, and the way that they work together, and the combination of colors that have come out, and there are just so many intricate and fun things about it that call to us. Again, I understand it sounds ridiculous if it's not your thing, but it is my thing, and that's how it is. So there are things that sometimes I bought it and forgot it, and this is one of those things. This I got, I think, at Nordstrom. It's the Too Faced Candlelight Softly Illuminating Translucent Powder. Now, softly illuminating, you probably can't see it in the screen because I have to be right here, but there is definite little sparkles in there. I don't like sparkles on my face. So my thought was with this one, oh, you might actually be able to see that one a little bit. Oh, maybe not. Right there. My thought with this one is that even if I end up not liking it on my face, I can use it like on my collarbones or, you know, elsewhere. We'll try it. I just want to see if I can get some use out of it because I forgot about it. So I think I'm going to make a video about items that I bought and forgot. Whether it's a backup or, because sometimes I have a backup of something and then I go and buy a new one because I forgot that I had the backup. I'm working on organization, and this is also part of why I'm doing Project Pan, so that I can organize myself, get myself together, and focus on enjoying the things that I have, because I really do love these things. I don't know if you caught that. I like makeup. Another item by the Balm is the Cindy Luminizer. And I was surprised when I got this one because first I got the Mary Luminizer, which is kind of the cult classic. Still, all highlighters are compared to Mary Lou. And so I got Cindy Lou. I don't know why I didn't think it was going to be pink. I just thought it would be a different color of highlighter, or probably a deeper skin tone could really look beautiful with this just on the tops of their cheekbones. But for me, it's a blush topper. And so I hadn't really done much with it, but I tried this the other day, and I love what it does for my skin as the topper. It just gives this beautiful, youthful glow to the cheeks. And so I'm really excited to pan this one because I have just the slightest dent right here in the middle. It is a little bit powdery, which I don't mind. I just blow it off. But I'm excited to use that one. It's a highlighter slash blush topper. And speaking of blush, one of my original high-end blushes that I bought was from Lorac, the Baked Matte Satin Blush in Velvet Rope. And this one, you can see my light, hello. This one it's beautiful. It's just a very neutral, but, you know, with a pinky purple undertone. Can it be all those things? Can it be both neutral and pinky purple? It's just a nice color, and it gives a great flush to the skin, and it doesn't compete with my eye looks, and I really enjoy that. I don't know if Ulta does these anymore. They're the Ulta Extreme Wear Matte Finish Mousse Blush. This one's in Peach Glow, and this one's in Nude Glow. So it says matte finish, but then it also has a little bit of a sheen in there. So this one I have a pretty good divot in. This is the Peach Glow, and I love it. It gives such a natural glow, and I use it on its own, or sometimes I put it under the Velvet Rope or some other blush to really lock it in, and it's really pretty. And I have to find out if Ulta still makes it, because I think it's great. This one, I don't know what happened. It got abused a little bit. It's looking a little sad. But I don't use this one as much. It's more of like a summer color, and it's more of a bronzy, sort of a no makeup. I think a lot of what I've chosen is kind of a no makeup thing, because that's what's easiest. I can do it quick and be on my way and doing the things that I need to do. I really enjoy the process of putting on makeup and stuff, but I can't take the time to do it every day. So I chose things for my project pan that would be convenient and easy to work through. These are a couple of Wet n Wild lipsticks. It's the Bare It All and Think Pink. I had the peachy one too, but that one was like textured. It sprouted bubbles or something all over it. There was like a new skin around the edges, and so I'm not doing that one for my project pan. That one just gets to go bye-bye. Anyway, there's a lot left in here, and they're only like $2.99 or something, but they're great. They are matte and quite drying, so I don't always reach for them, but I enjoy them. See, and that's the other thing. These Wet n Wild lipsticks, see how I can't twist it down any farther. So it's easy to, like, the lid is gross. It gets messy really easily. Anyway, I was talking about that extra skin that the peachy one had. This one also has a second skin, so I'm just gonna have to get rid of it. We're not putting that on my lips. Okay, moving right along, because I know that this is a long video. I just don't have anyone that I really talk makeup with around here, so it gets to be you. Thanks for joining me. So the other thing that I want to get rid of or to use up is the NYX Butter Gloss in Creme Brulee. When I first started watching YouTube videos, this was the hot item. It is the perfect nude gloss to go over any look, so that it doesn't compete with your eye look. It complements every skin tone. It just works for everyone. So because it was something that was popular when I first started watching the YouTube videos, I know it's getting old and I need to use it up so that I can move it along. I have the Gimme Brow from Benefit. This is a sample size, and I don't know how much time it has left in it. I really like the effect that it gives. It kind of builds on the hairs that you already have and makes your eyebrows a little bit fuller, and this is a good color for me. I don't know that they have, this is the number 3 is what it says. Brow Volumizing Fiber Gel. I really like it. It works. I want to use it up. I have several brow things, but it's not something that like gets me excited, so I'm not too worried about using all of the ones that I have up in order to get new ones, because I'm pretty happy with the ones that I have. I have a few from Anastasia and a couple of the micro NYX ones, and a couple from e.l.f. and I like them all, so I'm not really fussy about it. But I do want to use this one up because I know I've had it for a little while. I have a couple more eye products, and these are ones that it creates a really quick but I think polished look for my eyes. I really enjoy them. These are the e.l.f. Smudge Pots, and I have one in Cruisin' Chic. That's what this one looks like. It's got a pretty good dent in it. It's a little bit of that taupey color that I like, but kind of lighter, but it still has that purplish tinge to it. And this one is Ain't That Sweet, and it's also got a little bit of a dent in it. It's with these pots, you don't get an actual sense of what's in there because it looks like it fills this whole thing up, but really it's just a little circle in there, which is good because that's a lot of product. And again, it's a cream, so I don't want it to go bad. But I put the Ain't That Sweet on the inner portion of my eyelid, and I put the Cruisin' Chic on the outer portion of my eyelid and kind of blend it in the middle. And then over the top of that, I like to put Ulta Color Pure Eyeshadow Pigment in Henna. Ooh, that was shiny. Henna. And this is one of those shades like I've been talking about, the very taupey. Oh, so pretty. But it's a little bit more sparkly. So that's there. The other swatches kind of got wiped off. This color, oh, I love it. And over the top of the 2 smudge pots, it just looks multifaceted because the lighter color brings something different out of it than the more taupey color. And I don't have to prime my eyes when I use the smudge pots because they're kind of the primer, and this, as the pigment, the loose pigment, it locks it in and it lasts pretty much all day, which is not normal for me. I have very oily lids, And so it's nice to be able to skip that step. I know it's adding another step because I do the one and then the other and then over the top, but it works for me and I can do it really quickly, and I like the effect that it gives, and I feel put together, and I'm happy to get more use out of those things and not feel bad reaching for them over and over again. Actually, I've been doing those ones and then blending out the crease. The crease was not something that I worried about for a long time, certainly not when I first bought those, but I like to use sultry in the crease, and I know it's a very brown color, but it works for me. I like it. The effect is lovely, and like I said, I feel put together and ready for the day. So I have an eyeliner. I don't often use this kind of the liner that you have to dip into and paint on your lashes. It takes a little bit more time, a little bit more effort. But this is the L'Oreal Lacquer Liner 24 Hour. This one is in 174 Bronze, and it's beautiful with light hair and fair skin and green eyes. Black sometimes can be harsh, or it can be dramatic, and if I don't want to be quite that dramatic, or I'm not going for that look, I really like the bronze because it's brown, but it's not too dark, and it's got a little bit of a hint of red to it, and I really like that because I have some red in my hair, and I find that it really complements my overall coloring. And I'd like to get more use out of this. I think you can see it's got a pretty good dent in it, but there's plenty of product in there, and I'd like to use that because, again, it's a cream product and I want to make sure it doesn't go bad before. Okay, the last thing is just lip stuff. I have these melted liquefied longwear lipsticks from Too Faced. This came in a set of 4, and there's the melted fuchsia, melted fig, melted peony, and the other one is like a very peachy color, and so I want to finish these ones. The fuchsia is down here about. This one, the case is very opaque, so I don't know how far down that one is, but I've had them for a long time, and it's time to get them out of my collection, and I think they're beautiful, so I want to use them. This one is from Lorac, and it says Lips with Benefits, and this is in the color Ben. I love this. It's got a pink. So my memory card is getting really full, but Lorac lip gloss in the color Ben. I want to finish up this tube of Tarteist lip paint. Tarte ODNS. I don't know what that stands for, but that's the color that it has on there. I'd like to use it up. Again, it's a nice nude color, easy to wear, goes with everything. And then I have my EOS lip balm that I really like, and I want to use it. It's a newer one. I had it. It's one of those ones that I bought, and it was a backup because it came in a pack of 2, and I put it away, and I forgot that I had it, and I've been trying to decide what kind of lip balm to buy, and I don't need to. I have this one, so I want to use it up. And that is all of the products that I have in my project pan. I might be super overly ambitious, or it might not be enough. I don't know. We're going to see over the next year, I think, yeah, for the year of 2018. And let me know if you would like an update quarterly, or just at 6 months and then at in December, or if it doesn't interest you at all. This video is probably really long. We'll see if I can edit it to bring down the time a little bit, but thanks for sticking with me if you're still here. I love you, and please come back. Feel free to subscribe if you would like to join me again. Let me know if you're interested in the I bought it and forgot it video that I'm thinking of, and I will see you next time. Bye.